How do you like being on this side of the interview?
I like being interviewed. Peter Ustinov, the great actor, once I asked him that, if he liked being interviewed. He said, I love being interviewed because it makes me think about things I don't think about. In other words, I don't drive around all day interviewing myself. So it forces you to think. So when you're asked good questions, as you've been asking good questions, it forces me to think and like to think. When there's stupid questions, then that throws you a little. I've had some of those.
Yeah.
The best instance of that was I was touring a book. I've written 16 books. I was touring a book, and I was on a show called Good Morning Dallas. Now I could tell you right away. I could tell you right away. You know what the host and hostess look like, right? I don't tell you.
I have something in my mind. Generic.
The host had perfectly coiffed hair, and the woman had blonde hair, puffed around it.
Yeah.
And the woman was scheduled to interview me. And as she's asking me questions, I can see that she's reading off the questions on a piece of paper, is not listening to my answers. And while I'm answering it, she's like fixing her hair, and the crew is looking, and I'm answering the questions. And a fourth question was, what makes a good talk show host? And I said, well, I don't know about other people, and I can tell she's not listening. But what helps me the most is being in the CIA. Because by being in the CIA, what happens is they get me great guests, and I can tip off spies around the world. And then goes on to another thing. Well, raising children, is that? That's it.
Yeah, and you don't think she heard a word you were saying?
Did not hear a word.
Yeah. Well, you've done something right on this side of the table too, because I haven't looked at my notes once, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. So my final question to you is, I can tell the people you're 80 years old, right? That's public.
I had a big.
That's public record.
It was a major party. Was at Dodger
Oh yeah, the party
Stadium.
at Dodger Stadium. Was that as big of a thrill for you? You're a baseball guy. Was that
thrill
as big?
and a shock at the same time? My wife pulled it off. I don't know how she pulled it off. To set all those people up.
Yeah.
To walk into that stadium, I thought I was going to a meeting of season ticket holders. It was illogical. They had a great ploy.
Yeah.
They had a letter from the Dodgers to me. Season ticket holder come on Friday night. Wasn't my birthday. Birthday was coming 4 days later.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was going to do something on my birthday night. I was on Jimmy Kimmel on my actual birthday, and that was booked a long time ago. So I thought they were taking me somewhere after Jimmy Kimmel. Right, that's what I thought.
Right.
So it totally threw me.
Yeah.
And they had like almost 300 people there at home plate. Kids in uniform playing baseball. The stadium was all lit up. My thing up on the scoreboard. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
So I can see it in your eyes. I mean, baseball really is
I grew up with it. It's intrinsic in me. My boys play it. The biggest thrill I get in my life is watching my kids play. I was not a good athlete. I'm a baseball fan. Like last Saturday, my son pitched for Notre Dame freshman. He's in freshman in high school. And I watched him on the mound. And he's, there's one guy sitting next to me. He says, wait, that kid's a ball player. Just the way he moves. He's got swagger, and baseball, there's a move an athlete has. You can know if a guy's a player. He's a player. Just the way he comes out of the dugout, the way he handles his glove, the way he looks, the way he does. And he pitched shutout innings, and he struck out the side in the first inning. And I'm sitting there, and the Jewish term is kvelling.
Yeah.
Kvelling is when you get a thrill for something else happened to someone you care about. And I was remembering his birth. I cut the cord. Mm-hmm. I cut that.
You didn't do the foreskin yourself, did you?
No.
No. Okay, good.
And I cut, and I saw him born, and now he's 15 years old, pitching for Notre Dame on a beautiful high school field. You never saw a field like this. They built. It was just, how could you top that? So nothing I did in the 80 years, nothing topped that.
Well, I think you've answered my final question here, but how I wanted to end this was, what do you think? My grandma would always say, what's it all about, Alfie? So what do you think? 80 years, you've interviewed literally everybody from every walk of life. You've talked to everybody, listened to everybody. Now, father, the whole thing. What do you think it's all about at the end of the day? What do you think?
You know what? There was a famous Nobel Prize winner who lived to 95 years old, and he was at a dinner table. And someone said, I shouldn't forget his name. When you're 80, you start to forget the anyway. What do you know? 95 years. What do you know? And he said, and I would put this as my epitaph, the only thing I know is that I don't know.
Well, on that
What's
note,
it all about, Alfie? I don't know. I asked Stephen Hawking, supposedly the smartest person in the world, the physicist. You're the smartest person in the world. What don't you know? What is something you don't know? And he said, women.
I think he's married, though, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I think he's married, so that tells you something.
Because you're married, you know.
Exactly.